Recent studies indicate that there are approximately 6.8 million people in the United States living with alopecia, which is an autoimmune deficiency that causes the body to attack the hair follicles, which can cause partial or in some cases complete hair loss. Alicia Harris of Brella Counseling Services is hosting an Alopecia Awareness event on Saturday, September 29th at EdVenture's Children's Museum. Alicia says the goal of the event is to let those with the various forms of alopecia, their families, and supporters know that they are not alone. I recently sat down with Alicia to talk about her upcoming event, her personal struggle with alopecia, and how Brella Counseling Services is helping people with alopecia begin their journey to emotional healing. Alicia, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, thank you. How are you?
I'm pretty good, thanks for asking. Thank you for taking time to sit down with us today. Want to start off, tell us a little bit about what your organization, Brella Counseling Services, what do you guys do?
Brella Counseling Services is a private practice of therapy and counseling, and we provide services for people who find themselves dealing with anxiety, depression, some forms of trauma, and most recently, individuals who have experienced physical alterations such as hair loss, hysterectomies, mastectomies, things of that nature.
Okay, now you guys have an event coming up later this month. Mm-hmm. Tell me a little bit about that.
So the event is the Alopecia Awareness event, and it's going to be held at EdVenture Children's Museum on Saturday, September 29th from 11 to 3. And what this is, it's an event one of its kind because we've never had an event that targeted beauty in women because they're different. And what I mean by that is, as you can tell, I have something going on because I'm bald, and that is a result of having alopecia. And so what we're doing is bringing about education, awareness, and emotional support to those who find themselves dealing with such an issue.
Tell us a little bit about alopecia and what it exactly is for those that may not know or may have some misconceptions about what alopecia is.
Yeah, definitely. Alopecia is an autoimmune deficiency that causes the body to attack the hair follicles, which ultimately causes the person to lose their hair. Now, there are several different types of alopecia. In my case, I have what is called scarring alopecia. Unfortunately, overall, I am told that there is no cure for alopecia at this point, and so there are other treatments and regimens a person would have to use in order to deal with the hair loss.
Okay. What can attendees expect at this event? What are some of the things that will be going on?
Oh man, we have some dynamic speakers at the event. We're going to be talking about relationships and how your self-esteem and self-worth depict the type of relationships you choose. We're going to be talking about image, just your overall image and how that presents to the world. We will have some fashion. We even have someone there that's going to talk about proper wig purchases as far as matching them to your skin tone and just, providing a good image of yourself. We'll have some vendors that are there. They're going to be selling some great products. And I myself will talk a little bit about my vision and how this all came to fruition.
Okay. I noticed you have a nice, beautiful shirt on. Tell us a little bit about the shirt and what that means.
Well, this shirt is a part of my baby, and it is my logo, which came about throughout the alopecia movement that I have, and it's entitled Pieces, A Soulful Journey with Alopecia. And so when I started thinking about alopecia, for me, I was diagnosed in 2007, and I hid behind wigs, weaves, any type of hairstyle you can imagine because I was too ashamed to let the world know that I was dealing with that. And so throughout those years, I was able to see how alopecia affects the different pieces of your life. It affects you emotionally and spiritually, mentally and physically. So that's where the term pieces came from. And the soulful journey with alopecia, some people think is soulful as in I'm an African American woman, but that's not necessarily the case. When we talk about the soul, we talk about a person's emotions, how they perceive themselves, how they act based on their perception. So the soulful journey is just the journey that I've taken and the different stages that I've been through, all while navigating with alopecia.
Okay. Can you give us some statistics on about how many people are affected by alopecia in the country? Are there statistics available?
Yes, there are. They say that at least 147 million Americans may be affected by alopecia, but 6.8 million across the world can experience alopecia at any given time. And the thing about alopecia is sometimes the hair can grow back through different treatments and regimens, but there's no guarantee that it will stay. So the process of the hair falling out can repeat itself.
So what, I know your experience with alopecia was a driving force to start your company.
Mm-hmm.
But tell me a little bit about what's been your experience now that you're working in the field and you're working with people that may be suffering from the same thing you are.
Mm-hmm.
How are they perceiving and how they're dealing with it, and kind of tell me a little bit of how you're helping them do that.
Okay. Well, what I've noticed, and I was one, there's a lot of undercover agents is what I call them.
Okay.
There's a lot of us that are out there hiding behind different hairstyles, different hair pieces because of the guilt and shame that come along with that. You know, society places such a stigma on women. Our hair is actually our crowning glory. And so when you're told that that part of you may never come back again, it's devastating. I've had women come up to me and thank me for my bravery about coming out and letting the world know that I have alopecia. I have had women come and consult with me on, you know, how did you do it? What did you do? What was the first step? How did you feel? And there's times where I wear turbans. So I have women coming to me asking, how did you tie that like that? And oh boy, doesn't that look beautiful, because usually it matches my outfit. And so it's giving women the courage to stand in who they are and accept their authentic selves.
Okay, that's awesome. That is awesome. Once again, tell us the details of the event, date, time, and where can we purchase tickets?
Sure. The event is going to be Saturday, September 29th. It's going to be at EdVenture Children's Museum, and we will be in the canal room, which is downstairs. The price of tickets right now is $15 for adults, $10 for senior citizens, and $5 for children 10 and under. Tickets can be purchased on the Eventbrite website. If you look for the date and time, we have an advertisement out there. If not, you can always call me directly and I'll be happy to give you that information. My telephone number, 803-479-7911, or you can reach me at Gmail, which is Brella Services LLC @gmail.com.
Alicia, thank you for taking time to sit down with me today.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.